Hey, how's it going, my friends? Not a Garden in Devon video. Gonna talk a little bit about the Kybalion for a minute because I did finish it last night. Probably my third attempt at reading the whole thing, but actually finally finishing it. Now, I may be completely wrong here, but what I've come to find out in reading this isn't the Kybalion per se. This is just kind of a manual, kind of instructions written, I think it was 1903. So not even that old, but kind of just instructions on how to wrap your head around the Hermetic philosophy that the Kybalion is part of. But Hermeticism is much bigger than the Kybalion, and I've actually looked at ordering a book that has the actual teachings in it. Like this has what I would say excerpts from the Kybalion, and then the one author, although he calls himself the Three Initiates, the one author basically broke down the 7 aspects of the Kybalion. And it's very interesting, to be sure, and I'm glad that I read it, but they kind of sell you on that this is the master key that opens everything. Now, understanding the whole philosophy, and if you read this book and completely digested everything and understand everything that it's talking about, which I don't, probably because I'm an outsider to this whole philosophy and religion, but it's still interesting nonetheless. And yeah, I am about to order basically a book that will have the Hermetic teachings in it, and those are really what I want to read. And why? Do I want to practice Hermeticism? No. But just like every other book that I've read on religion, be it the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the crappy Satanic Bible, any of these religious tomes that I've read or books on these types of philosophies, it is all going to expand my mind and give me more information to digest as to why. And especially, I mean, because this Hermetic philosophy comes from the ancient Egyptians, and what they say the idea is that basically a lot of the world religions sprang out of what was first thought of in Egypt. And there were people from India, there were people from Asia, there were people from all over that came to Egypt and learned, because by the time some civilizations were around, Egypt was as old to them, or had a history that was as old to them back then, like the Greeks, like we see the Greeks today, like that far back in time from today to the Greek time. That's basically where the Greeks were when they stumbled upon the Egyptians and their knowledge. And a lot of knowledge and philosophy from all over the world stemmed from Egypt. And some from Samaria, and some from other places as well. But a lot of the magic and esoteric knowledge really comes from the Egyptians. And again, I'm not trying to follow any of these philosophies or any of the religions, but it's just more an avid curiosity into how these came to be and why people follow them, why people believe in them. I mean, I'm learning a lot, and someone just can't pick up a book of magic and pick up a ritual and get all the things that they need to, like everything, and then just pull it off, because every religion, every belief, it has to have faith and intent. And those are the two biggest things that I've learned over the last couple of years. That people who perform magic, they know that the magic works because they have the faith and the intent to be able to pull it off. Just like miracles of Jesus or anybody else. People believe wholeheartedly in these beliefs. And when you believe in something like that, and when you put your faith and your understanding and your knowledge and your passion behind it, amazing things can happen. Anyway, so I'm about to start reading this again because I want to try and really wrap my head around this, because after this I'm going to dive back into the biocentrism, which is a new religion or a new philosophy, but there's very much similarities between the Kybalion and biocentrism, in that our consciousness is part of a larger consciousness, and that we're all part of that consciousness, a part of it, a part of the all, as the Kybalion says. But biocentrism doesn't really go back that far. It's a newer philosophy, and it is equally as hard to wrap your head around. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I highly suggest if you have any interest in Hermeticism to make sure you get the Kybalion, because it's a definite cornerstone to understanding this philosophy. And yes, please like, subscribe, and share, my friends, and we will see you soon, either here or in the garden.